Hey YouTube, Shukin Shinobi here, and I finally found it! And here it is. I didn't do packaging shots because one, the box was really beat up when I got it. The Paleomax box was even worse. But it was pretty beat up and it was kind of plain, so I just kind of jumped right into playing with it while I was watching Hell's Kitchen. So anyway, here's the Mach Megazord in Megazord mode. I started with this because it's what it's packaged in, and I'm gonna need to tear it apart to configure the Skyrev Megazord. Anyway, so this is about it. Nothing spectacular or anything. He has a joint right here, and that's actually it. This rotates obviously, and you can unhook the hinge where the engine cell goes, but so it kind of gives them elbow articulation, but it only goes that way, so you can kind of like, hey, he's giving you the bird. Ha! I'm so clever. That's about all for the Mach Megazord. Overall, I really like it. I wasn't a huge fan of it at first in the show, but the toy is definitely really nice. It's got balance, the arms are pretty neat, and I really like the whale Zord once you get it into the Zord modes. So that's about all for Megazord modes. So let's tear this guy apart. To get him into Zord modes, you just pop the arms off. This piece on the, whatever this is, the chicken. It's labeled as a falcon, but I'm going to call it a chicken. You take this piece off and just flip it around, and then it just pegs in back there. Like so. And there you have what I like to call the chicken chopper, or the chicken copter, whatever floats your boat. Because it's a, look at that, it's a chicken. You can't get off calling that a falcon, it's a chicken. And, oh god. The whale Zord likes to do the splits. Here's the tiger jet. All you have to do is pop this part off and then just snap it in the back. Tiger jet. Then the whale Zord's a little bit more complex. He's so big I'm having actually difficulty keeping him in the camera frame, but you just push that and then just keep pressing down on him until everything kind of snaps in place. This peg isn't even supposed to be out right now. Pop his head off, then put it back up here, and then bring the wings down. And there you have the cargo whale, is what I'm calling it. I'm avoiding the blank Zord on these guys just because they've been consistent until a couple of them, like Whale Zord, and they call this the Falcon Zord. But we already have a Falcon Zord. So I'm calling him the cargo whale because jet was already taken, and whale plane just sounds stupid, so cargo whale sounded pretty cool. Feel free to use cargo whale if you like it. So I really like them, and they're a great addition to the team. So let's go ahead and take a look on how to form the Skyrev Megazord. So combining the Mach fleet with the Zenith Megazord is pretty simple. It was a pain in the ass at first, but I kind of figured out how to do it right. So this shouldn't be too big of a problem. I'm going to start with the chicken and the chicken and the tiger rather. So you just take the falcon and then push these together. There's little pegs on the propellers that snap in. Pop this off, and basically here you have what the chicken is going to look like. Take this piece right here and then snap it. First of all, take his helmet off, then fold it up and put it back into the slot back here. You don't need it, and I find it easier just to store it in the foot. The instructions actually have you pegging it into, can you see it? This hole right here once the whale is in the backpack mode. But I find that stupid, and there isn't a point to it when he has a perfectly good hole down in his foot. So I just put it back in the foot area. So take this like goggle looking thing, and there's a peg here and a hole on the Eagle Zord, or the Eagle Racer or Cruiser or whatever it was called, and just push it in. Might take a couple little pushes to get it covering his eyes, but he'll look like that. I really like that. I think that looks pretty cool. And then for the Tiger Zord, all you do is pop this off and then just leave it like that. This is going to form the head, but I'm not going to put it on until later. So take the tiger and flip this black thing down. Unfold the arm just like that. Fold this down. And then there's going to be pegs right in here. Not really pegs, but slots. You can't really see them too well. But just kind of like line them up and snap it in. It's kind of difficult to do. Okay, so there's the tiger. You didn't see any of that, but there's the tiger just snapped in. Same thing over here. Extend the arm out. Flip the black piece down on the chicken. Fold that down. Find the grooves and snap it in. That went fairly well, actually. One cosmetic thing that I like to do is to take the arms. They're supposed to be hanging out off like this, but there's this silver peg on this arm that isn't on this arm. So while it looks fine when it's fleshed down like that, this one doesn't sit flush because of that peg. So what I like to do is I like to fold the arm up like this. So it's kind of like those arms are holding on to the chicken and the tiger. Like I said, purely cosmetic. It's not like that on the show, but I think it makes the toy look a little bit more fleshed out and symmetrical. As symmetrical as you can get with this anyway. Then we'll push that back. Take a look at the Whale Zord. First you're going to want to pop this off and flip it around. Don't ask me why, but that's what you do. These are going to be the connectors that hook onto the back of the Megazord. Then you just pop the legs apart like that and then flip them around. Then these are going to flip up like so. And then pop these like bomb containers off, cargo containers or whatever these are, and just set the whale aside. You're going to want to take these and pop them onto the bottom feet of the combination. You'll tell which side because one has pegs and one doesn't. This is to give the combined mode a little bit more back support, because without these actually it's uneven and back heavy and then it just falls over. Trust me, I had it happen. So anyway, flip this around and then you're gonna want to take the shield off of the bear, and my shield just totally fell apart. I'll be the first to say I hate that shield, but this is gonna peg into the back of the line hauler, and then actually gonna want to pull that down first. It's gonna plug into the back of the line hauler and inside the back arms of the eagle, and then it just kind of sits there flush back there. And so we're getting there. All you're going to have left to do is take this, fold down the face, and then snap it on just like you would that piece of the Paleomax. And there you have it. The shield connects to the back of the whale Zord right here and just kind of hangs. I hate that. I think it's terrible, and they should have designed somewhere to put the shield. But what are you going to do? Just got to deal with it. So here you have the Skyrev Megazord. I wasn't a big fan at first, but I really actually like this. It's behemoth, and it just gets bigger considering the Paleomax is coming out. But it's really nice, and I highly recommend the Mach Megazord, and so far I highly recommend all of the RPM Zords. They're really superb, and they're pretty cheap too, so that's about all. So until next time, I'll see you guys later. Take care.